machine, we're targeting our inner thighs. So there's not too many adjustments here. We're gonna go ahead and sit down first, making sure that the cushions are in, they're closed in. You're gonna sit down, one leg comes over the other. And pretty much the only thing you have to adjust is this handle here. So before we adjust, we have to make sure that we have correct amount of weight. Go a little bit lighter at first because they are fragile muscles. They're smaller, and so you need to gradually warm up into it. So I'm gonna go into 55. It might be lower for you. If you need to go a little bit heavier but not the full 10, just slide one of the lighter weights over. Once you're all the way back, seats pressed up against the corner here, shoulders back, lower back's pressed into the bench. When it comes to the feet, we can play around with the different spots here, but most of the time, generally, if you have shorter legs, bring your legs up high, or come up to the closer one, and if your legs are longer, we can go down here. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. Now we have our weights. We're in the right position with our back, the posture. We're gonna lift this, and then we're gonna open. Now we're not gonna go too far because we don't wanna pull anything. This is how we start. This is the most important part of the whole thing, making sure you push it all the way down. Feel that lock. Hands are at the sides here, shoulders back, big inhale. I squeeze my legs together, hold for 2 seconds. It's not too heavy right now, but I'm squeezing, I'm pushing my knees into it, so I'm engaging these muscles, and then I'm slowly releasing as I inhale. Relax, exhale, hold, squeeze for 2 seconds in, slow, release. So this is all about making sure we're not stretching too much at first with the groins, but we're going at a quicker pace in, squeezing, and slow release. The slow release, that's really going to get into that muscle there. You honestly don't need to have that much of a heavy weight for this in order to feel this work. And I'm also, on top of this, I'm also engaging my core. I'm getting a good embrace. I'm lifting my pelvic floor up, like elongating my spine. And I'm doing like a Kegel motion. I'm like holding like my pee in. If I have to go to the bathroom really badly, I'm holding that in and then lifting everything. That's gonna help give me a little more strength to be able to hold the squeeze. Exhaling as well, pushing all the air out, and then inhaling as I'm relaxing. Now, you can play around with the position of your feet as well. We were flexing. That gives you a little more control, a little more power. And to make it a little harder, point our feet, let our heels rest at the top, and point our toes into the bottom handle. By doing that, you're just gonna feel it in a little bit of a different spot within your groin. So it's kind of fun to play around just with the different positioning. Now, if you feel like you master this and you want to make it a little more challenging for yourself, instead of leaning back, you want to decrease the angle. Reach forward, keeping your spine nice and straight, lifting your chest up, not rounding. And if this is too much of a reach here with the feet, you can bring your feet up. You can also adjust it wider if you need, if you want to challenge the flexibility. So from here, you can do it. Squeezing in, hold, inhale, bring it back. This gets into the hip flexors a little bit too, because you are decreasing this angle and really opening and stretching those muscles in there. Hold is definitely more challenging. But you are not doing this until you master this part first. Once we're finished, we are not going to get up just from it being in this position. We are going to lift the handle, bring it in, let it click down, and then you are free to go and leave. So try the hip abduction machine out.